missed it by that much.
Damn it.
Damn it.
I wanted to have not my photo up when we come in.
Oh,
Let me know when you go live, Whip, so I don't say anything stupid.
oh, you're live.
Oh, okay. How about this one? This is a good one.
I can just barely read it. Despite Eric's best efforts, no one guessed Bangkok. Classic.
Hi, everybody.
We got Zenny, first one in the house. Have a game night tonight, so probably can't make it, but wanted to swing in, hit the like, and remind everyone else to do the same. Well, I hope you win. Otherwise, we'll get a grumpy Zenny. And then Xanadu's in the house. Sevilla Steve. Robert Steiger. Six Pennywise. Jeremy Plants. Hey, there's the Aquatic News Network. Asia, Shirley, Roar, and Denny, and Sue Ann. Hello, Sue Ann. I missed the Ohio Fish Rescue live stream yesterday. I was beat. Went to bed.
With their paddlefish?
Yes, but I don't know how many they have left. I know they started giving some away or selling them probably.
Really?
Yep.
I'd like to have a little paddlefish.
They're not little.
Whip, real quick, if I could, real quick. John from Select Pack, he had a bunch of fish losses because of the cold weather over there. I just want to thank him for making it up and bringing some fish out to me, like as he does every Saturday.
Well, absolutely. I didn't realize you guys had a swap or whatever it was he did.
He's here in my living room every Saturday. He brings up, fresh bags full of fish.
Oh, yes. Almost went over. I got it like it was about here.
He put a video out today. He had that rough weather down there, all the ice and everything. So
yeah, that's what today's topic is going to be basically about, unless we get derailed like we usually do. But if you look,
as long as you stay away from your glass, we won't get derailed.
I'm giving my liver a break tonight. So, in talking with like guys like Ben Ochart, who had an issue with being out of power for 5 days, I believe it was, in freezing cold temperatures, and his fish room's in his garage. So even though it's insulated, it's not insulated like a house, and it dropped pretty drastically in there. And he did end up losing a bunch of fish. Hey, depth charge. That's Sue Ann's better half. No, it's the other way around. Turn that around. Depth charge is Sue Ann's better half. No, you know what I mean. Shut up, Whip.
Get derailed, Whip. You're getting derailed.
Yeah, right. So anyway, he went out and got a generator. This is what kind of spurred this topic, because I just saw that John had the issue too with temperatures, and he also lost his heater midway through the temperature crisis. And I think he went with I think he went with a heater of some kind that heats the room. I don't remember if he went with propane or if it was electric or what the deal was with that. He also lost water. His water line froze because it got so cold, and where he lives, it doesn't get cold, so they didn't bury it very deep. And then it froze solid. He couldn't do water changes, couldn't do anything. So he was stuck doing that. And then, of course, Ben couldn't find propane after a few days because, like COVID, and every time there's, any kind of weather rolling in, people buy out the stores like Armageddon's here. And so he had the equipment to do it. He just didn't have the fuel. He tried using battery backups, but they're only good for a day or so. Even the big ones, they're only good for about a day, and then they're dead. And if you have no power, you can't charge it back up. So, um, what I did, I'm just going to tell you what I've done to kind of ensure the best case scenario here. I did have an electrician come in. He hooked me up with a plug and a way to start a generator, but I use gasoline. Ben was afraid to use gasoline, I believe, because if you don't use it all the time, it has a tendency of going bad. The gas does. So he was nervous about that, and that's why he went with the propane. But you can almost always get regular gasoline. I was unaware that people were buying propane at such a level that you couldn't find it. Hey, Sharon, how you doing?
Yeah, probably gas is hard to store.
6 months already. Oh my God, I just spit all over the place. 6 months getting drunk for my brother Keith. Yes, I was going to bring that up in a minute. Once we got rolling here. And there's you. Hello, you.
Hey, you.
I don't know if you guys heard, but Keith from KJE passed away today or last night.
No, I did not.
From pancreatic cancer. I believe it was pancreatic cancer. Pretty sure. So that's a big loss in the fish fam for anybody who knew him. He was a good guy. There's Alishon. But anyway, back. I don't want to go get too dark here. So all that stuff is pretty close to the heart for me. So I don't like to dwell on it, or I end up really going off the rails. So I went with gas just because it's the most convenient for me, and I can keep a lot of it because if I'm not using it for the generator, I can always use it for a lawnmower or something. There's always something you can put it in your vehicle if you need to. Hey, Sketty. What do you guys have a plan in place, or do you kind of just cross your fingers, hope for the best? Because both of you have bigger fish rooms than I do. So
I use the K1 kerosene, and a big part of preparedness is having the fuel, right? Like, so I had a little bit of light teasing when I put out the short that showed my preparedness thing, and people saw my giant row of K1 kerosene containers,
Yeah.
That was only a third of what I have. Each heater has 8 days worth of kerosene for it. And I have different heaters for different zones, since I added on I used to use one, but I made the basement twice as big. So now I have two, and, but yeah, getting the kerosene in advance. In fact, I buy it in the summertime because it's the cheapest. It gets expensive and more expensive in the wintertime because near me, there's a gas station that has a pump for the K1 kerosene. So it can get pretty cheap during the summer. So I just load up, my 16 5-gallon containers, and I can run, basically I can run each heater at full blast on about 2.5, gallons of kerosene a day, 3 gallons, something like that. So you got a solid 8 to 10 days. And K1 kerosene never spoils. You can keep it forever. Yeah. Probably gas, you got to rotate it all the time,
We're going to have a backup generator running off natural gas. But when we had all the remodel done, they wanted like $25,000 for a little generator. And we thought that's way too much. So we're still looking around to find the best deal for them. I know
if you go Generac is
our neighbor has a Generac. The contractor was suggesting, don't quote me, I think Mitsubishi or another company, because they have better service for them. But that's almost expensive as the big huge diesel generator we had to buy in Peru. So
right.
We thought that was way too much.
Yeah, that's what Ben was quoted too. when he looked at Generac the first time, it was about 20 grand. And I'm like, nah, you don't have to do that. I mean, if you want all the bells and whistles where it comes on, turns off as the power comes on, goes off, you're going to spend more. Mine is, if I lose power, I go out there, I start it up, I plug it in, I run it until I see lights come on, I'll break her back. And that cost me, I think it was like $2,000 for the generator, and maybe $2,000 for the electrician to come in and do all the work for me, and some dollars for the cord and whatever. So I mean, it was well under the quoted price that I've heard people say. I mean, it wasn't even $5,000.
The big factor is whether you're there or not, right? Like if you're there, you can manually deploy your system. Like that's how mine is, right?
Right.
Where I get screwed is I don't like to leave. I don't like take any vacations or anything during the winter if it's going to be cold or power outage, because I have to be here to deploy it. Otherwise, it's all
Right.
move on versus
That
automate.
that is a concern. Yep, 100%.
Hey,
Daddy B.
Automate it.
And June, hello, June. W has lost some of the greats. Yeah, that's for sure. There's been a lot of fish fan that have passed over the last few days. Hey, Garcia, I haven't seen you in forever. Good to see you, buddy. Taking a much deserved break, I assume, or you have fallen off my what you call it there, the algorithm.
Your feed.
Can someone please remind me, who was Keith? I'm sure I've seen him. Keith was the owner and operator of KGE Aquatics. He sold some stuff online. He has not been super active the last year or so because he was dealing with the cancer. But before that, he was everywhere. And I've met him a couple different times at different events. He was at the Clash, wasn't he? Just for a day?
Last year he was at the Clash, yeah. At least for one day.
So, hey, Lumpy, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you too. You're another one that's I haven't seen around much, except for now I've seen you twice recently. Yeah, and then the battery ones. A lot of people rely on those battery backups, and I'm like, man, don't do it. Hey, Vino, because unless if you only have an outage for a couple hours, okay, fine. But if you only have an outage for a couple hours, your fish are going to be fine anyway. So,
well, I would say what it's for. It's like if you're trying to generate heat, that takes a lot of energy. And the battery backups, that's not going to be the right solution for that, most likely, unless you have a large array. But to run air pumps and stuff, that's how I use it. They can run air pumps for a long, long time,
Right, and that's for a day. I think it's a day for most of them. Is what people I keep hearing anyway. I don't have one personally, but like John has one, and so does Ben, and they do tests with them and say, okay, well, it lasted, with this many air pumps on it, it lasted, 18 hours or whatever it was,
Yeah, those are very small units, though, that they have there. And there's a lot of range between those and the really big ones.
Scuba Steve.
There's some definitely affordable ones that'll run it for quite a while.
Okay, I thought the ones that they were playing with were the big ones, so that shows you.
They're like the smallest. Yeah, they're pretty much those are the smallest things, they have. So I have like a medium range one, and it'll run my pump, my big Hydro pond pump thing that can run all air to all the tanks. It can run that for many days.
Really? Okay. Well, that is a better option anyway. The ones that last 18 hours, I don't see the point.
Plus, in the annex, how I have the plumbing that goes through the wall so I can drain outside and all that. Yep. I can also run my solar. I can put solar panels out there and run the connector through the pipe and plug it into the generator so it gets recharged by the sun every day. And the nice thing about when it's snowy is it creates a lot of reflected light. Like it really juices up the panels nicely.
Nice. Garcia says he'll be back before you know it. He's been busy. You says battery is great for brownouts and air only. That's basically what I was saying too. June says my fridge and freezer would be more of a concern than fish. And lastly, the TV. My generator is supposed to be able to run the house. We never do. I turn everything off other than the essential stuff on the fish tanks. And obviously we leave the sump pumps and the plumbing and all that working. We don't want to have to fall back on if it's brown, flush it down. If it's yellow, let it mellow routine, and the fridge and all that stuff. So. But we usually do candlelight, instead of turning the lights on, and just to make sure it's that you don't put any more stress on it.
It's really
than you have to.
It's the big thing, because here with an ice storm, if power goes out, you can take stuff out of the refrigerator, put it in a cooler, just put it on the deck,
Right. Yep.
So.
Although if it's too cold, then that doesn't work either, because then you freeze everything solid.
It becomes a freezer.
If it's from the freezer, yeah. But if it's like in your fridge, if you're putting your milk up there or something.
Like for me, I heat the basement in an outage with those K1 kerosene, but I don't heat the upstairs, right? So it's like the refrigerator is going to still be, everything's going to be cold upstairs,
Right.
If you want to go warm, you got to go down to the fish basement.
Doc, I think I locked up. My internet dropped just as you were starting your talk. What were you saying? I missed could you say it again for me real quick?
Me? I didn't say nothing.
I thought you were talking when I came back. When my internet came back. What do you do then?
I'm okay.
I think it Ed's brother over there. Whip.
I'm not saying nothing.
You should say something.
I'm just listening.
Do you what do you do for a power outage? Anything? You just cross your fingers, hope everything's fine, or do you do the? I know you said you were talking about maybe getting something, but you haven't done it yet. Is that the?
Yeah, we haven't done yet, just because we're still looking. We haven't had a power outage yet. It doesn't occur very often here, so.
Yeah, but you don't want to rely on that.
No, I know. Yeah.
Too many people have got burned.
Yep.
Doc has a shaman down in Peru. If you roll the bones right, you can tell them whether it's going to be a power outage for the next year or not. So.
Yep.
Adam McReynolds. Exactly. Hello. Haven't seen you in a while. You've got a bunch of guys that are coming in out of the woodwork. How you doing, Captain? Good to see you.
Do you think it was that thumbnail I put up on your channel, Whip, with the big giveaway tonight? $5,000 in prizes?
Yeah, that might have done it. A few times a year, our power here in my location of Florida can go out during thunderstorms. Stop it. I have battery operated air pumps for my sponge filters. Yeah, those will work for a while too. I don't know how many hours it is, 13 hours, I think, up to the Clash, and I didn't have to change out batteries there or back because I needed them again on the way back for the fish I bought while I was there.
They've got some smart ones of those too, where they cycle on and off, 10 minutes on, 10 minutes off, that kind of thing.
Yeah, not these. These were like $6 from Walmart that are meant for your bait bucket, I think. But you're right. They if you want to spend a few extra dollars, you can definitely get better ones than that. Probably quieter too, because damn, and nothing like going 13 hours with
I guess technically, depending on what kind of vehicle, like in the back of the bed of my truck, there's a 120 and a 240 plug, so it becomes a rolling generator, right? And just
That's a way to go around it too. That's how I used to charge my phone back before I got the generator. We'd lose power for a couple days out here, and I'd have to plug my phone into my truck.
I use my truck as a workshop outside, so when I'm cutting stuff, keeps all the sawdust out in the yard. You know, just plug everything into it. You know.
You says my concern when electricity is out is my freezer. All my meat will go bad. Forget the frozen fish food.
Never
Oh
gets
yeah,
cold.
there's definitely bigger concerns.
It never gets warm in Singapore, does it? You?
Does it get warm?
Yeah, I'm kidding. Yeah, it's like it never gets
I've never been there, but I've never seen anybody with a shirt on.
He's like, well, in the winter sometimes it gets down to 90 or
Yeah.
Right. Haven't had a power outage since moving here. How long have you been there, June? Like years and years and years and years, or?
that's a big time jinx right there too. Just saying.
Yeah, you better
I
find
wanted to
some
say
wood.
something like that. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Scotty the fish freak, hello. Hello at work, sick. I just caught up on double time. Ed is less than an hour away and wasn't able to meet up with him. Well, you don't probably want to right now because he's sick as well, from what he told me. Not because he was sick to a cold, but he said he ate too much mustard, which he shouldn't be doing. But
He's allergic to mustard.
yes. He knows he's allergic. I don't know if he did it on accident. He didn't really get into it.
Well, he
on
said
the
he ate a
text
lot
message.
of it, so he must have did it on purpose.
I ate a lot of mustard. He said, oh, well, that was not smart.
I'm always blown away at some statement about Ed, and I'm always like, I never saw that coming. Like, there's always a new thing. You know what I mean? It's like, I would never have had Ed eating too much mustard on my bingo card. You know, just
right. Right.
there's always a new something. Yeah.
Hey, Cheryl. Going through, there's Skibbity Doo Dah with his other channel. Last winter outside Milwaukee, lost power for 3.5 days. My propane generator that you can use on the job site didn't start. Used every towel and blanket in
Spit
the
it
house
out.
a while. Eventually,
Yeah, just quit
It's
stuttering,
freaking
Whip.
internet.
Quit stuttering.
Just pay that internet
use
bill
every
already.
right. Damn, that's
You can't-
twice today already.
Whip keeps
You
putting a
can't
quarter in
blame
there. Or 4 more
Ed's
minutes.
brother either.
23 minutes in, and I've lost it twice already. Pennywise says since my heaters turn off in the power outage, I cover my tanks with towels. Yep. But eventually that cold will seep in.
Yeah.
We should keep our electric eels for backup.
Unfortunately, they only short bursts of electricity.
You got to really piss them off.
Yeah. Squeeze them with tail, you know? With rubber gloves.
Yeah, make sure you're wearing some protection. I can get smoke so cheap. Growing it up would actually cost more. She must be talking about purchasing some cannabis. I need to go see what they charge these days. Not that I can buy it, but I'm just curious. From back in the 80s when it was like $40. What is it now? Like $300? Inflation.
$40 for what?
For a baggie of it.
Yeah, but how much?
I think
An
an
ounce?
ounce. I think it's an ounce. I don't even remember.
No idea. I'm one of these few people who've never even done it. So
Like when I was
I
in high
did
school,
I did it some back in the day, but nothing lately.
I
What?
think it's a lot cheaper now because it's legal in a lot of places. It's legal in Maryland.
Yeah, but the government wants their pound of flesh.
yeah, they
so-
tax it. But in California, they tax the heck out of it. They thought, oh, we do this, we get rid of all the black market marijuana deals. No, it's because
No.
it's so
charge
expensive.
too
You
much.
still have, yeah.
I have several
Never
friends
mind.
that still go through their guy, because they can't afford to go through the government.
Yep.
Sue Ann says our power went out for 3 days. Didn't open the prior freezer. Prior freezer? What is that supposed to be? I'm sure that means something. Used bubbles and blankets on the tanks. Only lost 2 yellowfin tetras. That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Fancy French bottle of freezer, the Prior freezer.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So, most fish can handle cool temperatures, even tropical fish.
If you
unless
get there
you're
slow, yeah.
if you get the tank above, 60s and above, you really aren't going to have much of a problem. But yeah, when it gets down to the 40s, 50s, and 40s, that you're going to have a major problem with most of your fish.
So, Doc, one time I was doing a massive water change on the 3000 back when it was Amazon, right? So peacock bass, pike cichlids, all that stuff, right? And I had an on-call thing for work, so I ran upstairs. I totally forgot I was doing that. I went to bed. So the cold water ran into that tank all night long, right? A river. It took the temperature down in there to like 49 degrees, So I stopped the water, whatever, and then I had the room slowly heating it up. And all those fish, they turned white, almost clear, every damn one of them. But then I just let it slowly get back over to temp over the next 24 hours, and they all survived. Didn't lose a single one.
Yeah.
And then it got cold slow too, right? Because it's such a big system. It took a long time to get down there.
When fish get shipped from overseas, a lot of those styrofoams get really cold.
Yeah, belly of an airplane, right? High altitude.
They're not in the heated compartment like people think they're in, like with the dogs and cats and things. No, they're in the cargo. So
strapping in seats, passengers.
Yeah.
Well,
97 boxes of it.
Like passenger, box of fish.
Yep.
House, this is Skibbity Doodah again, or wet floors currently. House got down to 35. The coldest any of the tanks got was in the 50s. All my neighbors got Generac and fancy whole home generators, and we haven't lost anything since. I am still looking at that.
You know what?
Keep looking. You don't need to spend that money.
But you're being, with that comment, the cold's gonna come after you now.
Yeah, right.
You're just saying, look, the cold hasn't got to me yet. So,
well, this is the year that proves anything can happen, because when's the last time Tennessee had a 2-week long ice storm?
Right. Exactly.
Here in Maryland, we had a foot of snow with 6 inches of ice on it, and then like below 20-degree temperatures for like 2 weeks. That never happens here. I mean, they called it. They had a cool name for it. It was like, snowcrete, because it was like concrete. You couldn't shovel it because you couldn't break through the ice to even get to the snow. It's like, it was it was like unmovable. And like the snow plow, if they went down the street and they plowed it onto the cars on the street, it would just smash their windows out. You couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
Just deal with it.
Oh, so you can't order from KJE website right now? Am I reading that right? He talked to Keith's son Jake. Jake said the website, although still up, is a no-go for now. Well, that's too bad. Oh, I got far behind. Sorry. We're still busy at work. That's Adam, Captain. Let me just get through this a few minutes here. That's right. The car has plugs. Thanks. Shirley got my first H.
I mean, regular
cars.
What is that? Pickup trucks.
What is it? H. Melani. Is that a Corey? What is an H. Melani?
5 years.
H could be anything.
Yeah. Oh,
that's
so
the
June's
problem.
only been there for 5 years? That's still a pretty long time not to have an outage. I'll be honest. That's unheard of here. There's just too many damn trees.
Mhm.
Don't forget to hit the like.
They really need to
Something
get
I
somebody
never
in
say.
Illinois that can prune those trees so they don't take down
Yeah,
the power.
if I only
Yeah.
knew somebody.
What kind of knuckleheads are in charge of that out there that they keep?
Well, you got it. The knuckleheads are in charge, and the grunts can't do anything about it. I was trying to help close out his stock. Yeah.
He's talking about
He
Ed.
said it was an accident and his leg hurts too. Oh, he's been dealing with that leg for a couple months now.
I'm sure a long
That's
drive
Ed.
not gonna help if you got a leg or back
No.
problem.
For sure. My back, when I got to the Clash this last time, oh my God.
The first 2 days you were like 2 inches shorter until you got fully
Yeah,
straight.
right. Yeah, right. My battery operated pumps all stopped running. I had some that were USB, ran them half an hour or so and moved them. Did that every couple hours and ran them off of cell phone chargers. We'll do a video. Jeremy, more humid. If anything, you'll need chillers as a fish hobbyist.
Yeah.
That's how far behind I am. That was back in Singapore. I hope it doesn't cause them more trouble or worry. Me too, Noah. Wow,
Actually, what I was thinking
you've got
is
the
the
magic
person who
touch.
lives next to the people who all have the Generacs just needs a long extension cord that they can
That's
put
right.
under.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Because it's cold. They're not going to go out there and be checking on that, just push it in the snow.
And Sue Ann says, I would have put that on my card. And eating too much mustard.
Quite honestly, when we're talking about Ed, it does make sense. It's like,
You're right. That's funny. Only
I keep
time we
trying to-
lost power in 20 years was during Hurricane Sandy.
Hmm.
How many years ago was Hurricane Sandy? That's got to be
Probably 20 years.
It's been a long damn time, right?
I don't know.
Well, she hit you guys pretty hard over there. I would think you would remember.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I do know where that was. Now that you say that, it was 2009. It was February 2009. It crushed my part of my roof, and I have a dormer, and it something smashed the window on the dormer.
So about 60
Yeah.
years, because we're now at the end of February.
Right.
Yeah, Superstorm Sandy cost me like $3,000 or something to fix that crap.
Did you just fix it, or did you go through your insurance?
No, I just fixed it. I was at my guy has got the construction company. He came and we did some stuff with it and fixed it up pretty good.
He knows a guy.
Yeah, I got a guy.
Right. You
Well,
New
what it was-
Yorkers.
It was during that time period where I had bought this house that I'm in now, but I was renovating this house. So I lived in the other house, but I would come here all the time. I was getting ready to put it up for sale, whatever. So I just wanted it to be, I didn't want to mess with it. I didn't have time. So I just wanted to get it done. And it's
Right.
a roof, right? I mean, you can't have a leaky roof and a
Right.
leaky window.
No, that will not. If you have a leaky roof, you will be selling your house for a long time.
Yeah, it's just going to cause way more problems than just get it fixed.
Yeah. Jude says prices have lowered quite a bit. I get a quarter pound for $150. Suan is floored at $40 an ounce.
And where I was lucky having a guy is that he came and did it for me right away, because a lot of people
I
have
haven't
to wait.
smoked weed in minutes. Say that again. I talked right over top of you.
I was going to say two things. With Pebbly Creek, that's probably not accurate anymore, because he probably has smoked it since he said that. And I was just going to say what was really good for me having to connect was a lot of people were having to wait 6-8 weeks to get stuff fixed because Superstorm Sandy did so much damage that everyone had problems, right? Everyone had leaky roofs and broken this or that, So just having my bro go up there and just fix it real quick was the godsend,
Yeah, right. It's always good to know somebody.
For sure.
Whip, you have to watch out for those. What?
Milpitas. Milpitas is a city
Okay.
in
Carnation
California.
farmers. My aunt's kids did their homegrown stash.
Yes,
Yeah, I don't
it is.
I don't buy it.
His
So
arm
I
go
don't.
out like this.
Yeah.
Your cup's
Nope.
empty.
The cup is empty. There's nothing down here except for this.
Oh,
end.
okay.
That's it.
Man.
It's gone.
I still didn't get you one of these, Whip.
You haven't. I'm still waiting.
Well, I'm nobody. You didn't, hey.
You weren't at the
I need to
class.
get you one too.
You need to come to places where we're at so you can, solicit.
Well, but I thought people were going to be at the Ohio Cichlid Association.
Yeah, man, I pulled
fell
out
apart.
and everybody just fell apart.
Let's see, the closest
How
I'm going to be,
important
I'm going to be in Kansas City, Missouri in October at Massey, then Erie, Pennsylvania in October for the Erie group, and somewhere else.
Are you going to the Bluegrass Bash?
No, I'll be in Peru. We have to be. I have to be in Peru.
You gonna be
That's
here in the springtime, Doc?
Well, yeah, but that's.
Okay.
Let's see. No, I'm not doing any more talks this year. I don't think until the fall.
Out to Aquarium Main Con, and then get you one of these.
Well, I haven't been invited to that, so.
Don't be giving away my wild caught bettas there, Cheryl.
So Sue Ann was talking about her bettas.
Oh, if she lost them, then I guess then it's all right. I'm a betta person. I love bettas. I just unfortunately they die so fast.
You don't know how many times I've thought about building like a really long, shallow tank with like dividers where the betta can't get to each section, but it looks natural, and you can have like 10 different males like all in the same system,
You know,
without dividers, like natural looking dividers,
It's funny how you say that. I literally was going to go this whole wall with exactly what you're saying. I wanted to build because how hard could it be to build something that's not going to have almost any pressure on it at all? Just like like maybe a foot tall, 16 foot long. I wasn't going to put dividers in it because they managed to survive in the wild as long as they have enough space. So if I put 4-5 bettas in there, at 16 feet, that's enough room for them to kind of get away from each other. I was going to try it, but then I never built it and it never happened. But yes, I love that idea. And just plant the hell out of it. That's another problem I have.
I wanted the divider to be the aquascape, like where it would come forward. So it's like you're looking at a riverbank and it's like a muddy riverbank with plants and everything. And each one's kind of got a different little area, different shape to it and everything.
Yeah. That would look cool.
Yeah, I still might do it. I have that open wall where I'm going to do a couple of long tanks like that. So it's very well could be one of them, because I want to keep
How long? What are you thinking?
What am I going to do? I don't think I want to block the window to the annex. So I think it would be like probably be 12, 14 feet long, somewhere around there. And I don't see why I couldn't sister some glass together end on end with silicone at that low pressure. I'm sure it'd be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure. You might have to have some kind of support, but yeah.
Well, I didn't know, would you have to do it? Because if you do it on an end like that, right, and you silicone together, it's plenty strong. What would be the difference, Just use thick glass. Use go way overkill. Use half-inch thick glass that's only 12 inches tall, right? That way you have a huge surface area. Use black silicone in there. Get it trimmed down real tight with a razor blade. I think it would look more or less, especially if you strategically position some aquascaping in there to sort of, shade that one little line you'd have, you'd probably look legit, like just one giant sheet of glass.
Right. Yep. Hell, I mean, for that matter, you could even use. I mean, I don't know what the price difference is, but you could even use
Don't you say
acrylic?
Don't you
Yeah,
say?
acrylic. Because then you definitely could marry them together without any issues. Corridor.
It's actually the new genus for that group is Hoplosoma. So that's why it was H. melani. But H could have been anything, so.
But she's right. She does have like, what'd you say you had?
That's right. That's from the other night. She has 30 different.
30 something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I forget.
The car doesn't have 220, but the regular plug, there's one in the back. I don't know what that was referring to. I'm assuming that's electricity.
That's for, to run the car as a backup.
Yeah. Because I'm so far behind.
Yes.
We are going to see Journey's final tour on Monday. Nice. I hope the site will be up at some point. Keith had already gone into hospice when I tried to contact him. Hopefully Jake will let us know if and when the site goes active again. Yeah, that'd be nice. Because we should just buy him out, just buy everything. Shirley says, Cheryl, I'm trying to get my Beta to spawn. The female is crazy ready, flirting, wearing, get breathing colors. Male is like, nah, I'm good. I don't need no nookie. What male has ever said that?
That was Beta albermarginatus.
There you go. You said it right. I didn't even try. Hey, look, it's 420 somewhere. You know that's right. Sevilla Steve, Melanie are false bandits. Whip's cup is empty. Yes. It's a very sad moment. Xanadu, I might need to rob you. Well, alrighty then. What did he get? He got Golden Dragon from Luke Wayne. Ooh.
Betas unimaculatus. Not
Yep.
The golden dragonfish would be an Asian arowana.
Yes.
Maybe we should all write to President Trump and ask him to remove them from the list.
We should, like everybody, just should.
Yeah, because
infiltrate the entire system.
Yep.
Cinnamon, hello, Cinnamon.
I think you have to go through Congress for those types of
laws. No, the president could make a declaration.
Just ask him; he'll tell you.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess an executive order, maybe, or something.
Yeah, do an executive order.
Are you speaking at the Haas meeting?
No, I told him I don't know what Haas is, but I screwed up. I said Kansas City, but I meant St. Louis, Missouri, not Kansas City. So I'm speaking at Massey. Yeah.
All those Midwesterners the same to Doc,
there's too many. I'm too old now.
You're between the Rockies and the Mississippi. You're just middle people.
With the hair loss went my memory.
Well, what's my problem then?
Your cup's empty, that's why.
Yeah, that must be it. I think I might separate them for a week or two. Whip, I'm going to be reminding you until June to get your beta tank ready. Jeremy, you mean a long
yeah,
shallow
a long shallow tank with Matten filters.
Matt filters. Yeah, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, like his dividers, but no, I want to do it with the Aquascape, so.
Yeah. My wild types aren't doing anything yet either, but I've been slacking over the winter.
Dude, this winter has kicked my butt, man. It's been freaking cold and snowy and icy the entire damn thing. It's like
our winter has been so weird.
It's been hard to get stuff done.
It hasn't snowed here hardly at all, but it's gone from 60s to 20s to negative 12. Up north, there were trees actually exploding. I think Foxy posted a picture, or it was a short. What do you call those? Like a reel or whatever. The sap in the tree froze, and it just blew it up.
Mm.
I'm like, what the heck? That's too damn cold when trees are exploding. Like 5,000 iguana fell from trees in Florida. It's just been crazy. Dr. A, I got it. Dr. A, got it. I go to those meetings sometimes too.
Hey, Doc, have you ever talked to Corey Aquarium Co-op, like with all because he goes down to the Amazon with some frequency?
Yep.
You guys ever connected on any of that stuff?
I talked to his. Oh man, I can't remember his name. His
Zenzo,
business guy who has
Joe?
a podcast.
Is it Joe?
No,
Steve?
No, not Joe. No,
Bill?
not Steve. Shut up.
Alan.
Rodney.
No, and I talked to him, but every time when Corey was going to Iquitos, every time he was there, I wasn't there. And now he goes to southern Peru instead of the northern part of Peru.
Just to avoid you.
Doc's like, I'd be caught dead in southern Peru. I'm a northern Peruvian.
Yeah.
Go down there.
6 says her uncle is so sweet. He's into woodworking and has been for years. He's making her a tank table stand for a 5-gallon tank I have. I have 5 bettas, all in their own tanks in my bedroom. Ooh, does that get noisy? I don't know if I can have a tank in my bedroom.
It's a tricky stand to make because you got to get it stable and it's so small, It's like,
well, if it's for 5, is it just for the 1 tank or is it for 5 tanks? Because then it's a little bit
or
bigger.
a 5-gallon tank, then it's like,
yeah, that would be rough.
Here to the stud like a wall or something.
Yep, because it's going to be awfully top heavy, for sure. OU, not a bad idea to use matins. Hey, Excali Kev is here. Hello, buddy. I haven't seen Journey since the 80s when Harry was still there and they were still relevant-ish.
I made the mistake of seeing a couple bands way after their prime, and I don't do that anymore. I don't go I saw Bad Company at Nissan Pavilion like 4 or 5 years ago, and I'd seen Bad Company back in the mid 80s, and it's just like it just ruins it. It's
it's not good. I'm probably if Iron Maiden comes through or Tool comes through, I am going to go see them, even though they are technically Iron Maiden's well past their prime and Tool is in their 50s. So, but I missed them. I haven't yet to see them. They're my 2 favorite bands, depending on which one I'm listening to, that's my favorite band. And I feel like I've really let myself down by not going to see them, but I don't see a lot of A-list bands anymore. I usually do local or regional at best, A
lot of these guys, they just don't exit gracefully, man. They just
no.
especially now that everybody's coming back. You know, they're having reunion tours.
I'm
Yeah.
sure they're getting money thrown at them. I mean, I'm probably
Oh
the
yeah,
dummy.
I'm sure they are.
And I
But
don't know.
someone
It's like,
just-
how much money do you need before maybe legacy means something? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of them can't reach the high notes, so they have background singers, which are women who can reach the high notes now.
Well, that's actually the thing that goes is the singers. You know, like
Yep.
there's some like the Motley Crue singer, the Guns N' Roses singer. I mean, they're just atrocious.
They're
I mean,
terrible.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine they ever could sing. when you
It's
hear 'em
been
out.
probably 10 years now, but I saw Steve Miller. And what he did is he got a guy that sounds just like Steve Miller. So they must practice a lot because they just sang together, even though they weren't standing together. The one guy was in the back singing and just picking up Steve's actual slack because if you were listening close, you could definitely oh Steve can still play, but he can't sing.
What's his name? Ted Nugent. He used to sing and play guitar, but he realized his voice had gone to crap. So now he just plays guitar and he hired a singer to sing.
Yep. But he's done that for a while now, right? Because I mean, even
yeah,
back was it the '90s when he created the super band, quote unquote, with
he did it
Tommy,
20 years ago. He knew his
Yeah.
voice was gone 20 years ago or more.
Tommy
whatever.
Shaw and Jack Blades. What was the name of that one?
I remember seeing Steve Miller band in high school and thinking they were kind of old back then. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, he's really old now.
It
So
wasn't their prime back then either. Yeah.
Whip.
Yo,
Speaking
your rock and roll
speaking
car
of
if you
getting
don't like
derailed on the talk tonight.
yeah, that happens every time. I mean, there's no way around it. But we made it into it for a while.
Yeah.
Elvis sucks too. Shirley, tell us how you really think. Oh, these guys
Well,
behind
him and
me
John
are.
Lennon come out of that mountain where they've been hiding. You'll see then.
Danny V says, I love Journey, just not interested in listening to karaoke. Love Steve Perry. Yeah, right.
Karaoke Journey.
Oh, here's one. Did you answer this already? Do I need to bother?
Yep.
Dr. Anthony, I always, yes?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
You know what's so dumb about that though? Is they're bred in farms to the tune of like millions now. So just make it where you're only allowed to sell farm raised ones, Problem
Well,
solved.
I actually talked to some U.S. Fish and Wildlife officials, and I put it in the comments, and they say if we release them from our red list, right there, release them from the red list, then the black marketers win. That's their reason, because that's how they were getting them into the country to begin with.
It's cheaper to raise them in the farms than it is to go catch them.
Yeah, and they're all chipped now, so you know exactly where they came from. We're the only country that does not allow them.
It's multiple magnitudes of whatever cheaper to raise them in the farm than it is to go get them.
Yeah.
They're very prolific breeders.
Yep.
In fact,
And they have huge spawns, don't they? Or are they not like Silver Arowana?
They call millions and millions of them because they only want the best of the best. I mean, they could produce, enormous amounts of them.
Yeah,
Nonsense.
it's crazy.
I marvel at them when I go to Thailand. I just,
Yep. When Rod and Kevin from Predatory Fins went over there, I don't know, not the last time, but the time before that, they were walking by just store after store after store, just filled with those damn things. And I'm like, oh, I don't know how much they cost, to buy them right off the street like that. But
some of them are cheap as $80. It really depends upon the color. Like the green arowanas are relatively cheap because people don't want them anymore.
Right.
And the golden crossbacks and all these things are still thousands of dollars.
But those were one of the first ones they developed over there. They wanted the gold and the purple for the royalty there, And those have been around for a long time. Those are crazy. So my father-in-law, he's from China. When he's here and he looks at prices in the store, he's like, "Oh my, you can't." He's like, "How is
Yeah.
this possible? This is like 5 cents."
Yeah. Highway robbery. Yeah. I watch a
Right.
lot of videos from Southeast Asia when they go into the fish markets. It's amazing how much their fish
It's
are
even
there.
crazier when you go outside the city to go to the farms they have.
Yeah.
It's just like you can walk by like 20 football field sized ponds, all of them full of arowana as many as you can see. It's just millions in there, but yet they're dangerously extinct. It's just like, come on, man.
Embarrassed for them.
Hey, when
Wow.
do you feel embarrassed? What?
It was probably about one of the bands.
Oh,
because they don't sing very well.
Yeah, they're.
Well, I don't know. It's kind of one of those
Shirley's
things, like,
never been to a concert. Oh, Shirley. Well, if you're not into music,
Sure.
I can see that.
Surely not.
cool.
But I went to school with Vince Neil. No shit. Right. I was never meant to be 38 years wasted. Oof,
Just talking about her
ouch.
marriage.
Yeah. Hey, Beto, getting tanked. Not tonight. Ted rocks. I don't remember if I saw Rush or not. Oh, you'd remember. Oh, because the 80s were a blur. Yeah. I get that. I don't remember much from the 80s. We can agree on a few bands, very few, like the Doors. Rush is a new drummer, of course, because he has passed on as well.
That's right.
Sketty saw Ted. I saw Ted when he was with Damn Yankees. That's the name of the band that he created with Jack Blades and Tommy Shaw. There's Shy Savage right there. Hello, sir. What's up? What's up? Big Steve. Hello. Sketty saw AC/DC.
A lot of times when I see,
I'm excited for Five Finger Death Punch. Nice.
I think of the dolls Ed made of them. Like that's like my mental picture that comes up.
What? Say that again?
When I see certain names from the Fish fam, it triggers the mental picture of the doll or the action figure that Ed made of them.
Ed is in your head.
Or half the Fish fam was out there protecting Zen with weaponry.
Yep, that's a good song. He did a good job on that one. Hurt. I don't know if you guys have heard that one, but it's a 9 Inch Nails cover.
Johnny
it was
Cash.
right after his wife had passed. Another June. So to get back on topic,
country
I don't know if we can talk about it anymore. There's not really much more we can cover. So, Doc, you don't do anything. You have no recourse if you lose power.
Nope.
You have battery backup stuff at all, like the hang in the back battery ones or anything?
Nope.
Wow.
I don't have that many fish right now, so I'm not that worried.
Oh,
once I get everything, once I get everything set up,
he knows what's going to happen before it happens, so he's good.
Yeah. So, we're just. I know we're playing with fire, but that's what it is right now.
Right. He says really depends on, and really expensive Asian arowana will have certifications and auctions like koi.
One thing I would add to the if you have an outage or whatever is when I go out of town, what I do for the fish basement is I turn off all the lights to like only ambient light in the rooms. None of the lights come on. I lower the temperature down to around 70, 68, and then go away. And the fish just kind of go dormant,
Mhm.
It just makes everybody chill. And then when you come back, you fire back up and they just come back to life here. But it keeps them from sparring and wanting to breed or this or that. It just kind of brings everything down, a notch. And then the other thing is, at the end of the day, as long as the temperature doesn't get extremely cold, if you've got oxygen for the bacteria and oxygen for the fish, they can all go a long, long time, weeks and weeks, right? So
Right.
don't feed them.
Yeah.
Don't feed them. Don't do anything that's going to whatever. Don't get the heat super high either, Still keep it cooler and just ride it out, Just get them dormant, as much as possible.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Slow
Yep.
everything.
And honestly, if it's an established tank, a lot of people worry about all the bacteria dying in the filter, which it will, but you've got bacteria on everything if it's been set up for any length of time. So you should be all right there. You shouldn't have any major spikes.
I've got a friend of mine that's at elementary school, and he's a fish keeper, and he loves like peak maximum everything. Like, so he keeps his South American tanks at like 84 degrees, and everything grows super fast. Everything is always sparring and wanting to breed it. It's just like chaos, it's like frenetic, you know what I mean, at all times, and
Right.
just you want the opposite of that, No, I never had a kiss dog growing up. Kiss has never translated to me. It makes no sense to me. Why?
I love them just because of that. Just because they are so weird.
There's like one or two songs that I like, but the whole thing never made sense to me. So, and they were already like, by the time I was only like 15 or something, they were already like past their prime, or whatever. So they had switched. It was like in the 80s, and they started they weren't wearing their costumes, they're wearing their face, their normal, look. And so it was a whole different thing,
Yeah, and that's when they tried a concept art album called The Elder or something, and it just was not good.
Yeah, I think their prime was probably the 70s, right?
No, that was 80s. Yeah, or
no, I mean, I'm saying Kiss's prime was probably in the 70s.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Because I do remember like a lot of kids, like in elementary school, having like a giant Kiss doll or something, What I mean? But I was so young, I didn't even know it was related to music. I just thought it was like an action figure or something, like cartoon or something. I didn't even know.
Late 60s, I think 68 to like 78. 78, 79, I think, is when they tried the disco rock, that I was made for loving you and all.
We remember like in the early 80s, all of the British synth rock was super popular. So even like Motley Crue came out with Dream Theater, which was like softer. Yeah, they're all kind of going softer than what they had been. Morgantown Mountain Fest.
Morgantown, PA.
Morgantown, West Virginia.
What's
probably
that?
Probably West Virginia if it's Mountain Fest.
Not PA?
Ain't no mountains in Morgantown, PA.
Never been to Morgantown, PA, so.
Coastal plain, man. Only like 80 miles from the Atlantic Ocean. So.
A lot of music stuff here. My fish are good for 2 days with no electricity. After that, the water change fixes them up.
When I lived in Tampa, Florida, I had my fish room was in they call it Florida room.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it has a lot of windows you can open and everything. And the only time we'd ever lose power is with the hurricanes, but it would still be warm. So what I would do is take all the tops off of all the tanks and then just open up all the windows, and just that wind blowing through would put oxygen in them and just handle it.
Pato says, I don't feel bad anymore if the dock is slacking. He doesn't have backup either. Scuba Steve says rechargeable fish pumps is the way to go.
4 PhDs, and he's setting a bad example for
the.
Yep. UV filter, get one. Tommy has spoken. Whippy, Dr. A, Jeremy, have you tried hydroponic filtration to grow herbs. Well, funny you should say vegetables in your tanks. The doc has something handy right there to his right or left.
The doc?
Yeah. Did you just
What do
show
I-
us a clove of garlic that you were
Oh.
going to?
Yeah, but that's for them to eat off the roots.
Oh,
But the
Well,
problem is you
I-
have to have
Swiffle.
really good lights. I mean, to really grow something, you need powerful lights.
Actually, Doc, I grew a ton of bok choy. So I had a 93-gallon cube, and,
Mhm.
I had basically a container up higher. I pumped
Yeah.
water into it, and it would drain back to the 93. And all I had in that big container was a styrofoam raft with the little clay
yeah.
pellets of the bok choy and the roots coming down. And for the lights, they have plant grower lights, which are only the purple violet spectrum, so it keeps the wattage down.
Yeah.
And you can put them right over top of it, right? So I had that set up, and I used to grow the hell out of bok choy and some herbs and stuff too. They did real well in there.
At the university, we had for my aquaculture class, I had aquaculture systems set up that were both hydroponic and aquaponic systems. But the aquaponics always did better because you supplemented them with fish fertilizer, fish emulsion, things of that sort.
Yep.
Because you really, to get a good system, you need a lot of fish.
The biggest problem I had was this was happening inside in a basement. So you would just get a lot of dust on the leaves. Like you had to spray them. Like keeping them kind of fresh was the problem, because you don't have the outside air, So.
Right.
But growing it was definitely not a problem.
Yeah.
You says, if you like Kiss, did you like Twisted Sister? I did not. I wasn't a big fan. They had the one big hit, and that was all about it. Beto, I don't have real backup, but I do have access to a generator if I needed from my dad. I can always use the power inverter short term to my truck, Beto. Those can only do so much, though. I can't even plug in 2 computers on my inverter in my truck. It blows up. It just starts screaming at me. I have pothos, pennywort, and wandering Jew plants growing roots in all my tanks. I'm big on plant filtration. I'm trying. I don't have that. I have pothos. I haven't tried pennywort or wandering Jew, but I have one pothos plant that's doing great over there. And then I had another one on my big tank that would not grow at all. So I've moved it upstairs where there's ambient light at least, because in the basement there's no light at all other than
you
the
grow
light that they get here.
You grow great diatoms, though.
I do. Can you see this one?
yeah.
Good Lord. Yeah, the wife is going to yell at me again. And if I could show you, I wish I could show you the 2 tanks that are on the other side of the room.
Okay.
Hey, how's it going?
The Blackbeard algae, Jason from what the hell's his name of his channel? Jason from
Primetime?
No. Oh my God, what is his name?
Yeah. He cleans his tank every Saturday for his live stream.
Every Sunday morning. Yeah.
Sunday morning, yeah.
Anyway, he's got nothing on me. I got Blackbeard algae that's 4 inches long.
Hey, did you say hi to Dee Dee?
I haven't seen Dee Dee yet.
Okay, Dee Dee on birthday from Mexico.
We got a question for you.
Depths unknown. That's what Dee Dee said.
Depths unknown. Thank you. See, depth charge and depth unknown mess me up all the time, and I should have remembered.
We need a youngster in here to remind us of what we can't remember.
Right. Load of veggies in my tanks. Tommy's, but you're an entrepreneur, man. Some of the stuff that you had going on was pretty crazy back when you were doing videos. A great way to grow veg with the space you already have. 6. At my funeral, I want Highway to Hell. I want somebody to dress up as the Grim Reaper and stand in the corner just to freak people out. Elton John's funeral was for a friend was always my choice. Funeral.
That's a song. That's a song.
Okay. I'm gonna have to trust him. I'm not familiar with his work. Well, I know some of his work.
There's a song called Piano Man. Listen to that one, Whip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that one. Oh, that's not
That's
Elton John.
that's
That's,
not Elton John. Even though I saw John sing that in a concert when him and
Hey, that's
Billy
not
Joel
Elton
were doing their concert
Oh,
together.
No,
Billy.
that's
Yeah.
Billy Joel. Yeah.
Aren't they the same person? No.
No.
One's English and one's a New Yorker.
Yeah.
Front wheel as Fan Blades Beto.
Whip.
Yo,
Question
yo.
When he
Hit
went
me.
down to Katy Tropicals, the room where they have the fish house, yeah, those walls insulated, do you think? They look like
I
wood
don't-
slats, whatever. I mean,
I don't believe they are. I mean, they must be a little bit,
but
but
probably not much,
what
right?
he was. No, because I mean, the fact that he had snow blowing through the walls tells you that there's
Ooh.
not that much.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Just
it was
looking at
blowing
them,
so
they-
hard.
I think they
It was-
looked very thick and insulated and all that kind of stuff, you know. So
Right, and the building's like 200 years old. So
yeah, I know, yeah. And it doesn't
It's only-
normally get that cold down there, so it's not something
Right.
that's high priority for people. And it was built; they didn't have AC, so actually, a really tight building was not a good thing to have. You know, if you wanted the kind of the wind
Right.
blow over.
Danny V says in the 80s I bounced for a club called Imours.
Lemurs.
Imours. What'd I say?
L. That's an
The
L.
lovers in French.
Oh, L'Amour. L'Amour. Sure, that makes more sense. Rolls off the tongue a little better. Ex Kelly Kev says I've been to a bunch of concerts. Elton DeJohn is the best performer I've seen. Was at Dodger Stadium concert. That was a Rocket Man movie. Yep.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Piano Man
I
and
don't dislike him. And he's pretty funny. You know, I always thought he was kind of like a grouchy old English dude, but I've seen where he's pretty funny. There's I thought I lost my internet for a second. Jeremy went cold.
Yeah, he went to get a
Mexicali, what's going on, buddy? Hey, Jorge.
Your internet bumped me off.
Yeah.
So bad it's affecting my internet.
D is a nice guy from Long Island. I'm sure he is. I was never a huge fan of the music, you know.
Well, they had that one music video where the intro to the video was like 4.5 minutes long before the song starts. You know, it's just kind of like
That's always fun.
Kind of like that
I want some of my
30-minute
ashes.
intro some people have on their channel to come in.
Yeah, I was almost one of those people. I want some of my ashes to be put in my beloved cat's urn, so we're always together. Why don't you put your cat's urn in with you when you're cremated? I don't know what we're gonna do. I have my son's urn upstairs, and I'm on the fence. What should I be buried with him, or should I just do the same thing? And what do? You mix ashes? That's kind of weird, but I'll leave that for.
I want to have my ashes spread in The Big Lebowski 2 in a scene in that movie.
All right, I'll get in touch with my people. There's Miss Dee Dee. Hello, Miss Dee Dee. My cats love the plants growing out of my tanks. They end up on the stairs. That's no good.
That's a good thing about when your cat gets old. That stuff just stops happening, you know. Finally, after 17 years, the curiosity has slowed down.
Well, Cheryl, you're going to have to take a picture of that thing and send it to me because I am so tired of my inverter not being able to handle two freaking laptops. That's all I ever plug into it, and it does not like it. There's my answer. Miss Dee Dee says, Jason. Yep, that's right. You got it. I don't know why I couldn't remember his channel name. I remembered his real name, which is opposite of me usually. I can't remember your real name 90% of the time. People were on it though. People knew what I was talking about. The Amazing Diver Man. Same guy. Whip by her. I like herbs for seasoning since I like cooking. My wife, why don't I grow my own, and gave me the idea. That was over 10 years ago. Another one of many hobbies. So you're doing it. You are succeeding at this. This isn't a failed attempt. Yeah.
Yeah, some of those herbs grow crazy. Like I made too many of those. That's why I switched to bok choy because my wife was like, "What are you giving me all this basil for? I don't need this." Like,
how much basil you think we need? You don't know the Yellow Brick Road? I do. I know you have to follow it.
Are we close to getting?
I got to be getting close.
Right.
Mickum, hello, Mickum.
We're gonna get caught up.
Mickum says Yellow Brick Road, Rocket Man, Your Song, Tiny Dancer. So many awesome songs. Hello, Whippin', everybody. I probably had Yellow Brick Road on every format. Wow. She really likes that song. Pinball Wizard, great song. That's not Elton, though. That's The Who, right?
Yeah, but the movie had Elton in it, so.
Fathom, hello, sir. Good to see you. I saw you earlier. What?
You're getting close.
Getting close. My 4-year-old granddaughter keeps talking about her cremated grandma in the jar like she talks to her on the daily. I do that too. Probably not good for me, but I do it. When I go, I want to be fertilizer to give back to nature.
Yeah, there's a company that will compost you.
Yeah, a lot of people do the tree thing. Like they want to be buried beneath a tree.
Yep.
I had a nice garden in my old house. No time now to set one up. Too busy. Too busy.
I want to be compost for those weeds that grow on the highway. That way you can never get rid of me. You know, like you go through asphalt and concrete and everything. I'll be around forever.
Put my uncremated body on a pile of tannerite. That's what I said. And that's one hell of a funeral right there. You know that's right. Dynamite, you need a permit. Tannerite, nope. You can just go into the store and get that. Pesto. Have you tried pesto?
Apply and ask for tannerite and just see the look on their face. You know.
Man, we blew some stuff up a couple years ago. That was pretty intense. We strapped a bunch of it to this giant steel tub, probably 200 yards out. My buddy was shooting it. It took him forever, but when he hit it, it blew a hole in that steel tub. Like, I don't know, like what would be a good comparison? Like the size of the backboard on a basketball.
My next door neighbor Kyle had a YouTube channel called FPS Russia, and he used to always blow up stuff in his yard using tannerite and everything. You always knew when he was filming because you'd hear explosions and stuff in the background.
Keeps you sane. Well, that's debatable. If you talk to my wife and my kids. For the right amount, I will compost you. Pinball Wizard movie. Elton did the song Pinball Wizard. Oh, okay. Sketty says it's good for me. And then Dee Dee had to make sure that everybody knows. I'm just kidding. I really don't care how much you pay me.
She'll do it for free.
Yeah, right. Put me under the plants. Keep me feeding and taking care of the earth while I'm gone. That's not really up to us. It's whoever is left behind, right?
Yeah.
You can tell them, but you're dead. You won't know. My cat was a Russian blue. So was mine. Well, not mine since I've been married, but when I was a kid growing up, Ralph was a Russian blue. They are a very cool cat, very personable. I like the tree idea. You nourish everything. Yep. Cat House. Did I say hello to Cat House? Hello, Cat House.
Just the name should have been Ivan or Igor or something.
Does Amazon sell tannerite? I'll go look.
I doubt it.
You can just walk into any of the hunting stores and just buy it. So I don't know why you wouldn't. Well, you can't really buy ammunition or guns over there. So maybe not.
You're 4 away now.
4 away.
Right
Yes,
there,
they
you're 4
are.
away.
They are also very quiet, not very needy.
You go
very
down
loyal.
8th Street and 18th and B Street in DC. You get any gun you want right there. And
Made it. Woohoo! So, generators or battery backup? Go.
Let's get back to what it was.
Is there anything else? Can you think of another option? Is there anything else that you could do? Not really, right?
No, I would, it's more the cold that you have to worry about, than keeping water circulating in your tank.
Yeah.
So it's more than, so you can get a propane heater to warm the room.
Yeah. Well, as long as it's not too cold, like that was part of the problem that John and Lisa had was they had, and they didn't give a number, but it sounded like they had 4 or 5 heaters in there, along with a split system like Jeremy has.
Yeah.
And it just could not keep up. The wind was blowing so hard. I mean, it was literally blowing snow in through the cracks.
That's
so the
can't contain the heat.
wrong.
You can't do anything. So
Yeah. See you later, Kev. You
There's a
waited
reason
until I got
for
caught up.
it.
We'll see you later. Maybe we'll see you next Saturday when I usually catch you over there at Ben O'Charts. Unless you show up on Ed's next Thursday. Stop spitting. Gerbils and hamsters on a wheel.
no Whip uses gerbils for other things.
Hey.
PG, Doc, PG.
Come on now. What happens in Whip's world stays in Whip's
You
world.
can eat them, they're a good delicacy in some places.
I can't get around gas because I'd be high as hell.
Doc's been spending too much time in Peru. You can eat
That's
this.
right.
You can eat
Yeah.
pigs.
Yeah, right.
Eating pig.
I would-
Yeah, but wrong. It's getting fried up, man.
Dee Dee says she would consider a ragdoll if I could have a cat. Ragdolls are cool. My favorite since Ralph. I have gone long hair and gotten the Maine Coons. They are such sweetie pies. Every one I've ever had. The problem is they don't live that long because you got to get them from a good breeder, not one of these backyard, pump them out as fast as you can. And I couldn't afford those. So I rolled the dice on some cheaper ones, and two of them died inside a year. One of them had some serious nasal issues. And then one lived 15 and a half. So out of four, I had one that lived a fairly long time.
You know what's weird is I found that you never have to get a cat. They just come to you. Like when I was a kid, I remember the neighbors came over and their cat had babies and they asked if we wanted one and we took one. So that was the cat we had growing up. And then the cat I have now, I was at work and someone came to my office and said, hey, my friend who works at this place up there, some cat had babies in the parking lot underneath a garbage can. You want one of these babies? So I said, okay, I'll take it. And then that's how I have the cat I have now. You know, it's like they just show up for free.
Pull out his glass tube. There's Mike. Hello. We canceled tomorrow's stream. Will do a memorial stream in honor of Keith? Oh, for the he's been doing this stream with the women. I know Foxy's part of that, and Lumi. I forget the other two. I think Jody P's on there. Who's the other one? But there's one more lady that then they just talk breeding. I think is the majority of it. Sleep. Hey, Sleep. Yeah, he did. Unfortunately, he passed. I think word went out this morning.
Well, I was going to comment on that one.
Which one? Doc A? I
Chewing
wasn't
the
sure.
cocaine.
Sometimes you jump ahead of me on the comments.
Chewing the cocaine. That's more so in Colombia, and the Colombian government actually allows you to have 3 coca plants at home. It's totally legal because they chew it to give themselves energy so they can work through the day.
That's what I use cocaine for. I mean,
They also sell coca tea in the high elevations of Peru, so you don't get elevation sickness.
just kidding about the cocaine. I'm going to pull a Didi and say, I'm just kidding. Never tried it, never will.
That you prefer.
Yeah, right. No, I got all my teeth.
Yeah.
When we does it to combat elevation sickness in the plains of Illinois.
Yeah. Yep.
I have so many things I could say, but I will bite my tongue.
Why? I don't.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
It's free game here. Go ahead. You got a half an hour. Go crazy. Glad I was able to have a great convo with him at the Clash. So sad. Yeah. He was at the Clash. So we were right. I was sure I saw him.
No, I met him there. That's actually the first time I met him, and I talked to him. So I knew he was there last year.
My years tend to blend after a while, so I wasn't sure if that was 2 years ago that I saw him or just last year.
It was last year. Because actually, it was kind of sad, actually. But the year before that was the first time I met Patty, and then she had passed. After that. So
You got to quit going to the Clash.
I know, man. It's happened twice in a row. It's like.
Lance, he was always good to me and had many laughs with him. I will miss him. I will miss his snarky, sarcastic, just general attitude. I mean, I love the fact that he was just so, not crude. What is a good word for that? Where he just said what he thought.
Direct.
He was very direct. Yes, that's good.
I mean, in a world where people do so much BSing, right? It's pretty refreshing sometimes.
Yeah, honest God. I mean, you knew exactly where you stood with the dude.
You'd have to sift through all the tea leaves to figure out what he's,
I'd love to hear him cuss.
Trying to think who it was. He did a live stream not too terribly long, maybe 6 months or so, with somebody who was interviewing him. I don't know if it was George or somebody else. It was pretty good.
It was probably George. Jorge. He seems to have taken over that role. Yeah, I think Sketty says he'd gotten very thin. He even said at the Clash, I remember him saying, "This is not the best way to lose weight," making a kind of a joke out of it. But he wasn't wrong. That's not a good way to go. Because he'd always used to call himself a fat guy. I don't know how true that is. He never really seemed like a fat guy to me, but he was also extremely short. So he was on the level of Scotty and what's that other little guy out there? He hangs with Jason a lot.
Bilbo?
No,
Vibes.
Kirk, but not Vibes, but Kirk. But this is real. There's another one where I can remember his real name and not his channel name. Yeah, he's with he's on Jason's channel every Sunday. He was on the channel with him, and then now he just comes on and plays music and stuff. Oh yeah, Patty too. Yep.
I guess we should point out that when Whip calls somebody short, it is a relative term. I mean, he's
Yeah.
But he was.
We're all
He
short.
was. He and I were laughing about it because he came to the Cataclysm in Madison, Wisconsin, a couple years ago, and I went too, and we never saw each other. I don't know. Like I'd go by the booth that he was working, he was never in there, and he goes, "Well, I was there. You just didn't ever look down." Two ships passing in the night.
Now, if Scotty calls somebody short, that I want to see.
Yeah, right. June says he yelled at me once. It was pretty cool. Patty looked great at the Clash, and then dead 6 months later. Yep.
Yeah, I certainly didn't realize there was anything going on with Patty when I met
had
her.
no idea.
She was busting chops, and they were doing the
Fishimon. Thank you, Dee Dee to the rescue again.
They were doing the aquascape, and me, Patty, and Jess were sitting there like kind of roasting some of the guys and messing with them.
Heard my name going back to sleep. Scotty. Keep his Dee Dee's height. Okay. Well, you're not exactly a giant either, but you're not Scotty short. Mickham says Patty was so funny. Oh, not just in chats either. I mean, I don't know, Mickham, if you ever made it over, but I sat next to her 2 years ago at the sing along that we do at the Clash, and she's hysterical. I mean,
I like her sense of humor.
Yeah, she was extremely funny.
That's definitely right up my alley.
He says, I'm kind of short, but taller than Scotty. Yep.
I used to be the same height as them when I was in first grade.
Yeah. No, I've never been to the U.S. yet. Yeah, well, I couldn't remember if you had come early before I started going, because I missed a lot of people that went to those early ones. And for whatever reason, they never came back. So Patty was a mess. Quick comebacks. Patty was a mess. Quick comebacks.
In a good way.
Oh, okay. I'm like, well, I don't remember her being in a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, she was so fast. And
Quick.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't super close. But she was still funny, and we talked and whatever. But she's like, she was closer with some of the other people, and she goes, I don't know you that well, Whip. I don't know if if I can talk about the things I talk about with them. And I'm like, hey, you can talk about whatever you want.
I told you were highly sensitive.
I'm not going to judge you.
That's what I'm here for, Dee Dee, to translate and to read scientific words.
Yeah, he's my scientific word guy.
I told Whip one time, one of my favorite dynamics is when Doc translates Ed, on the live streams.
Yeah, Ed reads something. He has no clue. Ed. He has no idea what people are saying.
Yeah. June says Patty and Terry had a few good run-ins. Yeah, they did. Oh, man. I don't know about Terry. I've never asked Terry, but I got the distinct impression that Patty was not a fan of Terry. Although she would go to his streams all the time, so I don't know. Maybe
was Terry like Catfish Terry or something like that?
No, that was detritus, something detritus something.
Okay, Dee Dee, tell us what it is.
Yeah,
what's his?
He
channel?
had a couple different names, but he's an older dude. He's retired now, and he doesn't come on.
I'm gonna check on my Tannerite real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
It's Tannerite.
Doc can translate for Ed, but can he do it the other way around? No.
Yeah, we all know that Ed probably knows what he's saying. He just plays the
right.
Yeah.
I find it hard to believe that he's that naive.
Yeah.
Terry's Tropical Tanks, right? But wasn't he like Team Detritus or something like that too?
Then Team
yeah, there
Detritus,
it is, right there.
Yeah.
I joined YouTube same year as you. Oh,
no, well, not you. I've only seen you around this year.
Actually, I've been on YouTube a lot longer. I created this account. What happened was I had changed I had hidden all my personal content and changed the name of my YouTube channel to Whip's World. And I had that for a couple of years. And then I'm like, you know what? Because I had band stuff on there, from when I was with Steel Rain and everything. And I said, I want that to be available to kids or whatever who wants to listen to it, if anybody. So I created this account, a second account, but I was already like 3 or 4 years in with my memberships on some of the other channels. So I kept that one anyway. And then I joined over here too. So I was paying 2 memberships on some of the channels I really enjoy. And then I lost everything, just lost it all. So that bummed me out. But yes, I did create this Gmail account in 2019. Maybe, yeah, it was late 2019. He lost his wife and kind of lost his shit. Yep. That's for sure. Yeah. Now he seems to be happy. I think he's with another lady. Last I saw anyway, he bought a Harley. I told him we got to go riding. He's like, absolutely, but that never happened.
I wish you were still teaching, Doc, because I think it'd be classic. First day of class, have Ed up there acting to be you, pretending to be you. Just watch the class all looking at each other like, what the hell's going on?
During COVID, yeah, but now since everything's live,
that would
doesn't fly very often.
Yeah. But it would be funny. You could dye his beard red.
Class drops the class. Doc gets in trouble with the administration. It's what did you say?
Were you doing some kind of thing with a doll? What were you doing?
Something about you have a drawer full of people's heads in your house. A lot of the children were scared.
Yeah, it's actually scary. It's been Boy, I bet you it's been 6 months since I talked to him. I should probably reach out to him again,
Is he?
but I'm sure he's doing all right. Terry falling off his chair was hilarious. Is he the one that fell asleep or got drunk or something and just fell down? I missed that. That was
Where does he live? Does he live in Illinois?
he's
Terry?
at Indiana, but he's really close to Chicago.
Okay.
So during the Aquashellas and stuff, he's right there.
Okay.
I think Beto is in Indiana as well. If he's not, I don't actually remember where Beto is, but he's over that direction. I'm way the hell out in the west.
I wonder if Rico is still going to be a fan of the Indiana Bears football team.
You know,
I heard
that's
they're
never
moving.
gonna happen. Yeah, they were going to move to Arlington Heights, and then they were going to. They get all mad and pouty when they don't get their way.
Yep.
What did I miss anything? Munching on sour cream and onion Pringles. Well, all right. Don't go making me
Sounds
hungry
good to
this
me.
late at night. Dee Dee falling off her chair, was it? Dee Dee fell off you. Dee Dee, you fell off your chair?
I want to find a reason to say Scotty's name again to see if it wakes him back up.
Hey, Scotty, do you remember that time when you were at the Clash and Jenna and Steven were running up and down the aisle and you were chasing them? Throwing your hands up in the air like you just don't care? Dee Dee's was scary. Sounds like it having Ohio.
Yeah. Scotty must be
What?
sound asleep.
Did he fall? He's never fallen off his chair, has he? that would be a hell of a thing.
I'm sure he's fallen off his chair. It's just a matter of whether was it on camera or not.
Right, was it on video? June says, my hubby had a friend. He kept left hand in the box. He collected mannequins. My hubby had a friend. He kept left hands in a box. Well,
I can't
Ed
translate
keeps
that one.
a lot of heads and what do you call them? Farts? No, bucks.
Sure.
A lot of bucks in drawers.
Oh,
Well, I'll tell you what, I feel a lot better that they're action figures and not mannequins. Somehow the size, the scale makes a difference, you know?
Yeah. It was shocking. She was like, where'd she go? Dee Dee must have left too. Yeah, Scotty falling down would be a short drop. He doesn't have far to go. Would have been nice to know before I opened the box. Yeah.
Oh, Dee Dee heard you.
Oh, there she is. She's back.
Busted.
You fell out of your chair? You'll have to link that to me.
That should be
when
a
was
short.
that?
Yeah, when did that happen? Was that during the Hot Mess Express, I assume? Because that would be typical. Sketty says you fell out of your chair.
Yeah, that's what you missed.
Mickham says, I've seen 3 people fall off their chairs during live streams. Third was a soccer YouTuber, a bit scary. And then Dee Dee says, oh my God, yes, on Tennessee Fish Mafia. Really? So on a Thursday night show?
That must have been a while ago.
Yeah, because I mean, I've been doing that show with him now for over a year, and I I don't remember that. I was talking about you, Dee Dee.
Talking bad about you.
How many Tennessee Fish Mafia guys are still active that live in Tennessee?
Quite a few. You got Sean Peck, you got Select Pet, you got Ben, you got Chad,
They're all
Ed.
they're in Mafia.
I think so, pretty sure. Tiffany was one of the originals, Tiffany White. I'm pretty sure Nancy B is technically Fish
Okay.
Mafia. I don't. I'm assuming she has a shirt, but I don't know. Who else
Oh
is
wait,
down there?
if you have the shirt, you're in it because I have the shirt. But
Yeah, I mean, I'm an honorary. I've got the shirt, although I'm also technically a resident, I guess. Well, I'm
Not
not
yet.
really. Just a
Not yet.
property owner. Yeah,
I
I
rented
can't
a
vote
cabin
there.
in Tennessee one time. So that counts. In Gatlinburg.
I was using a chair without one wheel, waiting till after Christmas to spend money on me. And what did it just break, or did it not turn when you were expecting it to turn? I saw Terry fall off his chair, but not Dee Dee. It was a Sunday stream with Bob, Pam. Oh, so it was yeah, what did he call that? A fish fam thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What was that old show's name? No,
I
that
know what you're
wasn't
talking
Fish Fam. That was Mafia 2. I think that was Mafia 2 as well.
Actually, that has me thinking. There hasn't been there should be the auctions coming up again, right? Skipper's auctions when the weather
I
gets
have
warm.
no idea.
I don't know if he's going to do one.
I'm sure Jeff is starting to get itchy. He loves that stuff too. I actually wore my Mafia shirt today. Look at you go. I love my Mafia shirt. That's sketty. I leaned over the non-existent wheel. Oh, that'll do it. You have my Facebook contact information. Just shoot me your size and at which size T-shirt, and I can get you one. Bob Kaler has seen him on Dan's chat, but rarely vids or streams. What I miss? What I miss, sir?
Giving away T-shirts, but yet
When you're accepted into the group, then you can have a T-shirt.
I was going to be accepted in the group, and then Bob Kaler kind of fell off the face of the earth.
He did. He did. Mickham, he streamed every Sunday with a whole different, just a bunch of different people. I think Dee Dee was on that on a regular. She wasn't just a guest; she was on there as a regular. Of course, Ed and Susie Q, and I was a regular for a little while, maybe a year or so, at the tail end there.
Toledo Bob was there.
Toledo Bob, that is Bob Kaler.
Yeah,
right?
when he used to live in Toledo, Ohio,
Oh,
when he had his store.
I didn't know that he ever lived up there. I made Rico pee his pants one night laughing so hard. Yeah, you did. Is Rob from Aquatic Aesthetics? Is he? Yep. Is that Ed's guy, or was that James's guy? I can't remember where he was. Was he in Knoxville, or was he up down there in Chattanooga?
I think that's Ed's guy, right? Doesn't he go
Yeah,
there?
Ed's guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he actually got almost, he wasn't out of the fish hobby, but he had traded in a lot of fish. He had gone almost 100% snakes. I bet you he has 100 snakes. I might be estimating high, but he seemed to have everything. And he was always getting more. I'm like, where are you putting all these? So Mickham says Knoxville. So that would have been James's guy. Yes, Rob owns Aquatic Aesthetics. Yeah, but where is that? That's what I
So
was
he was
asking.
probably the guy that was involved with the Quadicon thing.
Yeah.
I know it was
'Cause
tied to a.
I think Ed's guy's name is Rob too.
Well,
What
I
are the
think the
odds of
name
that?
isn't Ed's Guy the name of the store very similar to Aquatic Aesthetics? Like it's
Yeah, the whole thing that's very eerie. It's like they
unless
knew
that's
each
a
other
thing
before they
down
knew
there.
each other. A channel I love to watch is Snake Discovery. Sketty says, well, good night, folks. Thanks. Enjoyed visiting with y'all. Cheered me up about KJE. Thanks again. You betcha. Roberto, did I miss somebody coming in?
Roberto.
Just gonna miss the
Ed
third out.
Skips,
Things really kick off.
I think Chattanooga. Ed's local fish store. That's what that is. Ed's local fish store, I think.
Well, yeah, Ed definitely has a local fish store that he goes
Yeah,
to.
and I think his name is Rob, and I think it is Aquatic Aesthetics, but
Yeah, the name is very similar to that. If it's
yeah.
not,
Have a good night, Scatty. Thanks for sticking with us for so long today. Appreciate it.
DD Night Owner. Skinny.
There's old 186th element, whose element I can't remember off the top of my head, but I used to know it. Rhenium? Is it rhenium? I think it's rhenium.
Doc, what is it?
Oh my God. Do I know a scientific fact that the doc doesn't know?
Whip is
pH
smarter
I
than
don't
Doc.
have is
Ah!
chemistry. I'm sorry.
Harder than the
I'm
doc.
sorry.
One in every 100,000 questions. I got you.
I think if you know something a doctor doesn't know, that makes you an honorary doctorate, Whip. Congratulations.
Oh, is that what? Okay, I'm gonna start putting that on my.
You are right. It's rhenium. You are
Rhenium.
correct. Yep.
like the episode of The Office where Michael Scott's as smart as Oscar, you know, with the news or something, you know. Good memory on the bit.
Well, where were we? Did we ever accomplish anything? No, probably not.
No. But did you know rhenium is used to treat pain?
I did not know that. Good night,
I
everyone.
just
Danny V, appreciate you stopping by for as long as you did too. I know you're dealing with some nasty shit too, so you be good.
Then you got Fish Man.
Somebody must have gone hot because people are dropping like flies, or we're really boring. Could be both.
Doesn't Vibes go around this time?
I don't know when Vibes goes because he does it so randomly.
I think he goes around 10:30 Eastern on Saturdays. So that would be.
Rob now has a John boat in his store full of dojo loaches and plants. Really?
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. I know the one that if that is the Rob from Chattanooga Ed's store, that guy had some pretty big dojo loaches too. He'd put his hand in there and just kind of cup his hand, and they'd come over and investigate, and then just lay down in the palm of his hand. Oh, that looks like a good resting spot.
I'm surprised I never had one of those because I like everything about them. I just never run across them anywhere, and you know.
Yeah. Okay,
totally
so that's definitely Ed's guy. Yeah, I was there with him. I just don't remember the name of the store, or I'd have been able to confirm a long time ago.
Well, I remember a screen where they talked about the store a little bit, but then you guys talked about some Mexican burrito place in heavy detail. So. Put a quarter in the internet meter, Whip. Blink twice if you're being beamed up by aliens.
Yeah.
Damn. That was a long one.
That was a bad seizure that time, buddy.
Right? Jesus.
That must have been a jumbo
Hey,
liner
John.
flying over his house,
Yeah.
blocking the internet. So,
Yeah.
I misread that as dojo roaches. I don't know what the dojo roach is, but it sounds big.
Yeah, I know. Roaches are one of the few things that give me the willies.
Yeah. Do you see your alter ego up there, John? You're staring over Jeremy's shoulder. Ed used to have an aquatic aesthetic sign by his chair a while back. Yeah, he still has it.
He still
just
does.
don't
Yeah,
know.
he pulls it out
Yeah.
once in a while. Yeah.
Every now and again. Hey, there's J-Rock. Hey, buddy. Whoopsh. Hope you're doing well, my dude. I hope you're doing well, my dude.
I'm going to go on a limb and say I hope both of you guys are doing well.
Someone has to keep an eye on Jeremy. Yeah. He'll get a little crazy on you if you're not watching him all the time, which it looks like you're doing.
I mean, every
Born a hole
Saturday
right in the back of his skull.
I go out in my living room and there he is, all set up with his table. I'm like, how do you get in here?
He's here again.
Here.
I don't want your damn Tetris.
My refrigerator gets raided, It's like,
So John is one of the people that spurred this conversation because he had to deal with some, which we kind of covered, some frozen water lines going to his. He keeps his fish in a shed, I believe, if I heard that right. Not in the house. It's set up outside the house. So water changes were a problem, and then he lost a heater and he had to go get a couple more, but had to drive like God forever to find one because people panic and buy everything out.
Yep.
I think the emphasis is he ran into the same thing that Ben did, which is you got to get the fuel ahead of time, right? It's like you got to be stocked.
J-Rock,
Man,
you're just eating now?
I think they're dead.
Even if you're on the West Coast, it's 8:00, dude. Come on.
Yep, 7:57.
Do the fish behind aquarium may never move?
There's a few of them that are right behind John that are swimming really fast, but you just can't see them because John's in the
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Yeah.
John, move. He'll listen.
He never listens. Yep. A separate building. I thought that's what the deal was. Because I remember you saying you had to haul the buckets of water out there and it was slippery because of all the snow. And I'm like, aye. That doesn't even sound fun at all. But you do what you got to do, I suppose. The fortunate thing is, I think what did you say you lost? Only a couple, was it bristlenose? Baby bristlenose that were already struggling before it even the weather turned on you. So that's pretty good. I mean, you did a fantastic job of keeping it all. What would be the equivalent of right side of the sod for a fish? I think I found the problem with the water line. Found a spot of exposed line without insulation. Woof. That's not good. Even on a regular day. That's how you hit it with a mower or something, and next thing you know, you're spending big money. We're late eaters, kids in life. Yeah, I hear that. But if I were to wait till this late at night to eat, I'd be unhinging my jaw and tipping the fridge back. Yeah, KG's Fish Room is an awesome, very old building. KG.
KZ Tropicals.
Oh, so yeah, she's talking about the other John.
Yeah, under fix the floor to use it.
Yeah.
Slab in there, or whatever.
Yeah, he had to pour that whole floor of concrete. That had to have been a few bucks.
Well, the thing too is coastal Carolina. You can't bury anything very deep in the. It's not even soil. It's like sand, practically sand, dirt, and you can't go very deep at all. You're just being water.
Which in
Healthier
itself
than
is a
that,
good
so-
insulator. So,
What's that?
Yeah,
water is a good insulator too.
pretty good. Yeah, I mean, once it gets cold, it stays cold a while too, but
Yeah.
it'll hold the heat better. Certainly better than air.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Kenny E. Hello, Whip
Kenny.
and crew. John says I had to put the fish building in since the house is about 700 square feet, and I had so many tanks I couldn't walk through the house. Yeah, that's a problem.
Kind of like Garden of Eden house.
Yeah. Although I don't know how big their house is, but they have so many tanks. They have
It's
no room.
there's a path you walk through in the living room.
Well, it is 10:01, gentlemen. I think we have gone long enough, bored enough people, and I'm sure there's other streams taking place as we speak. You should go check them out, give them some love, and we'll see you all next Thursday on Craft Ed. Bye.